Hey, welcome Virgo to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. So welcome guys to the channel and welcome to your January bonus read. So I'm getting ready to do this reading and it's called Why Am I Stressed? So what I've done is I've typed out all the questions down below in the description box. So you can see what we're going to look at. And I find that, you know, many people do carry stress and it's hard to define it sometimes. So this will go ahead and help you out to hopefully get rid of that stress for you, because it's not a good place to be. But anyway, I was divinely guided to find this reading and I hope it does help you and I hope it resonates and I hope you enjoy it. So guys, let me know in comments what you think, and if you feel like you'd like a little bit more advice as the days go by, go ahead and tap the subscribe button, because I do a number of readings to help people you know, manage the energy and just get through life and all of that good stuff. So anyway, the first card we're going to look at is going to look at what are you missing from your life. So if you wanted to repeat that, like, what am I missing from my life? And that really helps the energy circulate around, guys. So let me just do one more shuffle and then I'll stop talking and start reading. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. So I'm really getting here. This is a really interesting energy because the Queen of Wands, she's very protective of people. She's very family oriented and, you know, she's a very busy person. You know, I said that 3 times for a reason, because she is always on the go. She likes to help people out. And what I'm seeing here is either you're sort of missing that initiative from yourself, and I'm seeing sort of a 2-pronged thing here. Some of you could also be missing the presence of a very strong female in your life. Some of you could have grown up without like a maternal connection. So I'm seeing like there could be a need for you to develop the divine feminine within yourself. And that doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, however you identify. You know, divine feminine is an energy, so you might want to start looking at that, and that could actually be the resolution for whatever it is that you're missing. If you don't have any energy to get up and get going on things, you know, there's divine feminine meditations and stuff like that to really tap into that strength that comes with the divine feminine. And I find that there's a lot of modern cultures that really downplay the power of women. And I just started watching Vikings again, because it's going to be the last season coming up. But anyway, just the way that women are celebrated in the Viking culture, and then you go and look at, they really do it well. Like English, like the British culture, where women are just not even part of society because it's not proper and blah, 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 all of that stuff. And it's still quite pervasive today. So you could maybe start to find a role model or look at your own divine feminine energy and how to amplify it, because it's a completely different strength than divine masculine. So anyway, see the best way for you to relax right now. Oh, I just pulled my sweater. So we've got the King of Pentacles. So some of you could really just need to start focusing and planning on what it is that you want to do with the rest of your life. And this is obviously the King of Pentacles is regarding finances, and maybe you need to start journaling or writing things down, and maybe like connecting with your divine feminine is going to help you bring the strength in. But the best way for you to relax right now is find a little bit more structure in your life. King of Pentacles, really, it talks about moving forward and really just, where do I see myself in 5 years? Like looking at the long term. Like there's a difference between getting through day to day and like, oh, I made it through the day and face plant in the bed and then get up and do it all over again. But what about your long-term plan? Like it doesn't have to be 100% detailed out, but what are you doing? You know what I mean? And that could help you relax. It may seem like a bit of a dichotomy to sit down and start writing agendas and theories and all of that stuff, but it'll take a lot of pressure off of you. So let's see what outside circumstances are causing stress right now. So we have the Chariot here. So it could be that you're having this inner battle with the Chariot. There's a lot of energy around you, but I don't think you're capturing it because you're kind of sitting back here letting things happen. So that could be bothering you to some degree, that things are not happening the way that you want them to. But like, really just bluntly, what are you doing about it? You know, there's only one person that can change your life, and that's the person that is going to go smile back at you from the mirror, right? So start really driving that energy forward. And you have a lot of like massive energy in these cards, you know. The Chariot represents energy, so it's really learning how to harness all of that so it works for you instead of against you. So let's see what part of your behavior could possibly be making your stress worse right now. So I think some of you are not very close to other people, or you've drifted apart from other people. Some of you, if you're not achieving your life's goals right now, you could be beating yourself up to some certain degree. And really, that's such a like a push me pull you type of energy. It's like you're just stuck, like you really want to move forward, but this is the allowance of the negative energy to come in. And you can see how devastating this card is with the Three of Swords. It's quite painful. There's a lot of back and forth between your mind and your heart. I think that some of you are having these massive inner dialogues, and it's keeping you really stuck where you are right now, which is why the journaling could really come in and help you out quite a bit. And it, like I said before, it might seem like a bit of a dichotomy that, you know, taking up a pen and paper and planning things and using your head, but really like free your mind and move you forward and see where your power really lies, and start eliminating things that you want from your life as well. You know, like if you don't want certain people in your life, or if you want to be working in a different kind of industry or not working at all, you know, just whatever it is, just start figuring all that out. Because I think that for some of you, and I'm seeing somebody else's influence in here. Let me pull a card because I want to see who it is. So it's the Ace of Swords. This is really interesting. So I'm seeing somebody, it probably, I'm seeing like grandparents, like somebody like a generation removed from you, and having a significant influence over what you want to do with yourself. Or, you know, you could be held up by your parents. Well, that's not what your grandfather wanted, or something like that. I'm seeing somebody a little bit more on the ancestral tier in your family, having some sort of input, or maybe they're holding back some sort of money from you because you're not behaving the way that they want. This is really interesting. So you may have to release that, you know, even if it is tied to a financial sort of bonus or whatever. Is it worth it? So really start measuring whose input you want in your life, and you're allowed to decline people's advice respectfully, regardless of who it is. I know some people are really tied to their families, and they'll follow like quite, and I'm getting the word mindlessly, so I don't mean that as an insult, but do you know what I mean? You're just following it because out of respect for who they are, but are they respecting who you are? And I think that's a big question that you need to ask here. That was a lot of information. So let's see what your outcome is here, guys. So this is the Nine of Swords. So not a brilliant outcome, really. It's just like you guys have a lot of thinking to do, and like don't let it get the best of you. You can see how like drama queen is splayed out on the daybed here, and all these swords are sort of over top, and they're threatening to tumble down at any moment. But you don't want to be this person. You don't want to be just stuck in your head and not taking some sort of action here. You have a lot of action cards here in your reading, most notably the Chariot card. So you want to be able to harness that and not be a prisoner of your own thoughts. And let me pull one more card here, because you need to get away from that. And so you've got the Ten of Cups. So you could go through this cycle where everything seems horrible and you don't have the energy or the strength, and everybody feels like it's against you and whatever. But you have the 10 of Cups, which is an amazing outcome and feeling happy, but you're going to have to, like I said, take the reins and take charge. Absolutely. And decline people with respect and with love so you can move forward in favor of your own path. So guys, I actually feel like I just said all of this in one breath, and I know that's not true, but there's a lot of information coming from Spirit for you guys to really stand up into your own power right now. Take advantage of the new year and start expressing from your heart what you want for your life so that you can bring it in with the 10 of Cups. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll see you back here another time. Take care. Bye.